Hi friends, it's good to see you again. So today we're going to make one of my favorite recipes, which is Kool-Aid Play-Doh. And the reason I love Kool-Aid Play-Doh is one, it doesn't take cream of tartar, which a lot of Play-Doh recipes do, and that's not always an ingredient we have around the house. But the best part about this recipe is that you don't have to cook it over the stovetop, so little hands can help. And it lasts forever. If you keep this in an airtight container, it should last you up to 2 months. So it's really great recipe. I've used it for years and years and years in my classroom and at the rec center. So I hope you friends like this. So dry ingredients first. We need flour and we need salt. Super easy. So you're gonna take a cup of flour. I'm gonna mix this one. I'm doing this right now in front of y'all. So we're gonna take a nice big cup of flour. Now you don't wanna put your flour away because we might need it. Woo, big heaping scoop. We might need to add a little bit later depending on how soupy. And then we need a half a cup of salt. So we're gonna pour this in here and we can mix it up depending on how many little hands are helping you. It's always great to take turns. This is a great thing for friends to learn about measurement and for math skills. Great fun. So let's get that half a cup. So there we go. 1 cup of flour and half a cup of salt. And then that's in one bowl. Now in a separate bowl, we're gonna do our wet ingredients. We are going to start out with our oil, teaspoon of oil, and half a cup of hot water. And here's our half a cup of hot water. And now what we want to do is we want to add a packet of Kool-Aid mix right into that wet ingredients and try to give the hot water time to dissolve our Kool-Aid. All right, so I'm going to use my little spoon. Oh, now what's fun about this too is that this not only adds color to our Play-Doh, but it also makes it smell like whatever flavor Kool-Aid you're using. I'm using cherry. So it smells yummy and cherry, and it looks so red. So fun. I don't know if you can see it. Whoa, kind of soupy. So after I've mixed that up just a little bit, I'm gonna add the wet ingredients to my dry ingredients. Okay, I'm gonna mix up my dry ingredients just a little bit first. And here I go. I'm pouring it kind of like a science experiment. Woo, fun. And then I will mix it all together with my big spatula. And then this is where we see if we need more flour or not. So you're gonna see if it starts making kind of a dough. And a dough, so you can see this is pretty wet, isn't it, friends? It's pretty wet. But I'm gonna mix it up a little bit more, get all the flour off of the side. And a good way to judge on whether you need more flour or not is if you take your little fingers and stick them in there. And if it's too sticky to knead up, then it's good to add just a little bit more flour. That's why I always keep my flour nearby. So I'm just gonna add a couple of handfuls here and sprinkle some more flour on top of my dough. And mix it up. And then as soon as it gets kind of thick and hard to use my spatula, I'm gonna dump it out onto the table and start kneading it up with my hands. So let's get my stuff out of the way here. And so you can see, friends, it's kind of squishy. It's pretty soft. If it's still a little bit sticky, see how it's sticking on my hands? Yeah, a little bit more flour, all right? So you just keep adding a little bit, little handfuls of flour as you go along. And you knead it in there. And when you knead, you use the very base of your hand and you push it. And you just start mixing it in. And then you can see, oh, check it out, love bugs. It starts making much better dough. Yeah, so it'll be fun to play with cookie cutters or some of the kitchen, like your kitchen utensils. You can use an upside down cup to cut out circles. You can roll it out to make snakes and your letters. Try to make the letters of your name. That'd be pretty cool. So fun. And like I said, this is gonna stay good for you for a good 2 months if you keep it in an airtight container, and it smells so good. Now, if every once in a while, like what happened at preschool, somebody doesn't shut the Play-Doh container tight and it starts to get dried out, you just take a wet paper towel or a wet washcloth, kind of damp, stick it in there overnight. It's gonna reanimate. I love that. Just like we reanimated our sidewalk chalks, like I said before. Water, it's awesome. And guess who's coming into the video? Someone's checking out. She smells the yummy cherry. Is she coming around? I don't know. Here, I'll let you take a peek at her. It's Jabba the cat. So, lovies, I hope that you're having a great day. Something fun to do with this, you can make up a couple different batches to have different colors, but you also can make up a batch, put it in a Ziploc bag, and share it with a friend. So, lovies, kiss your brains, hug your hearts. I'm so proud of you, and I miss you, and hopefully I'll see you soon.